Alright guys, if you haven't seen the embarkation day video, which is the first video of this, go watch that first because, wow, that was an absolute doozy. Trust me, you will want to see the full story behind this. But once we finally made it on board, cooled off, and grabbed a much needed bite to eat, things started looking a whole lot better. We took a little time, settled in, caught our breath, and headed back to our room. And now it's time. Let's check out the balcony cabin we called home on the MSC Grandiosa. Hey guys, we are on the MSC Grandiosa and it has been a late boarding. I'm not exactly sure what was going on. Had to stand in a line, as you saw. It's definitely a little crazy today. It was definitely you can hear the people. We've already met them, our neighbors. They seem like they're a lot of fun. But we will go over the room for those of you that have seen either the Meraviglia series or the Seashore. The Meraviglia is going to be the closest to this ship here. So when we come in, you actually have what's called the Zoe, which is like it's actually the like Alexa version of MSC's version of Alexa is what I'm trying to say there. So you have two European ports here. So if you do what I say to do, the pro tip, you can get a European USB and have a few extra USB plugs. So we have the refrigerator and a mini bar that you don't want to touch unless you want to be charged. I had heard that they were going to start including that, but they have not yet to my knowledge. Things seem to be a little bit different on this ship, so we will see, and I will let you know as we go. Of course, we are in the Aria again, so we get the room diffuser, we get our bottle of bubbly, we get our chocolate, all of our information, our cards, which were hanging on the door for us, our orders for breakfast, our coffee. Yes. Guys, you're gonna have to bear with me. For whatever reason, they had the heat on in this room, and it is hot. I mean, it is very hot. So we turned it all the way down, and we're both trying to cool off right now. It is getting cooler in here, so just bear with me if I sound like I'm a little bit winded, but I am okay. So we have your light, your two plugs, and your two USBs. Do the swivel test. Look at there at the swivel on this, guys. Oh my goodness. What a swivel. Good as far as being able to watch the TV from bed. Little tear on the couch there. I don't know if you see that. That's no bueno. But it is a sleeper couch. You can tell by that right there. So your normal setup for your closet. I will say you've got a lot more room here than I normally do in between the closet. You know, so that's nice. Got our slippers. Don't know what that is. Got our slippers for Aria here, which is nice. Your drawers, a few drawers. We do have a connecting room. The reason we chose a connecting room is we wanted to be able to look at Ocean Cay from the balcony. So I sacrificed a connecting room versus one on the port side. So if you don't know, you want to be on the right-hand side of the ship if you're wanting to look at Ocean Cay. So your typical little stool and table. Your hair dryer. And then the rest of your drawers, which are soft clothes. More storage. Your phone. Some people like the mirror at the end of the bed, some people don't, but there is a mirror, huge mirror at the end of the bed. So you do have a USB here at the end. Let's see if you can see that. So you have a reading light and then that light. These obviously control the lights. Here you have a small little area to put your stuff beside there. Gosh, guys, I'm warm. And your USB right here as well. So you do have two USBs next to the bed. Let me turn that light back off. more little storage area to keep whatever you need, charge your phone. The balcony is definitely much smaller. Much smaller. Let me see if I can get out here for you guys. I'm not going to stay out here long because that sun is shining. So if you see here, that's my foot. So there is the door that I will step out of. And I have stepped onto the balcony there. You can see my little foot right there. So we are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 feet, basically. Port Canaveral and the lovely view at Port Canaveral, you can see all the way down there. And I do mean all the way down there. Where the captain is. Your bump out here, which is the restaurant. Ooh, you can actually see in the distance the Star and the Carnival Benzia. More people still boarding. Still boarding, still boarding, still boarding. So, definitely not that big, guys, but it'll do. It will hold coffee in the morning. I'll shut this because we need this room cooled off. Your typical locks, as always, here, if you need a child lock or just lock in general, make you feel better, you do have one up here that you can just lock, unlock. So your sun drapes, which I am going to pull because it is so hot. We're going to get some pillows and a topper and go from there. Let's see the bathroom. So you have your typical do not disturb and make up the room. Air condition, which we now have all the way down. It was up here, guys. Goodness gracious. Your typical bathroom here. Shelves. Your razor. And then you're going to have your extra shelves. You'll have your extra shelves down here. And a trash can. Sorry. This definitely seems like the normal size. So you can see I'm past the edge of the shower here. So, with the door closed. Yeah, and I'm backed up in the very back. I'm actually touching the back. So if I stood where I stood and held my arm out, I'm this far out. So only a smaller shower. But you have your shave bar and you have your clothesline at the top here. A few hooks on the bathroom door, and then you have a couple hooks outside the door as well. So again, this is where we're at here. Back part of the ship. We actually came in here and took the elevators this way to come back here just so the elevators weren't too bad. And they weren't.
In the next video, guys, we will be going over the ship tour. I'll be letting you know a few little spots that just might help you out, like this one here. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. Thanks to all who are.
That is it for now. Nice room tour, and we'll see you guys soon.